in Springfield, the dying fir tree has taken on a new life.
That it has. KVAL's Lisa Nico has met the woman behind an impressive piece of artwork in the Washburn district. Lisa?
Standing stoically upon fragrant sawdust, nestled in the heart of the Washburn district, is a fresh carving. For homeowner Nancy Gronfeld, the piece of art is the latest incarnation of a beloved tree and its bittersweet journey more than a century in the making.
I'd do it all again. I'd do it all again. It's brought joy to a lot of people.
It was Nancy Gronfeld who noticed cracks at the base of her tree a few weekends ago.
I knew that wasn't a good sign. Our arborist came out that afternoon and gave us the bad news.
Gronfeld knew she had to do something special with the tree that had watched over her historic home.
They protect the house, they provide shade, they have an infinitely strong spirit.
For more than a century.
It was not easy. It just rips your heart out.
Inspired by chainsaw art around Oregon, she found William Tower, a tree carver from Oak Ridge.
You can't replace an old growth tree, but we can repurpose it and bring it to life in a new way.
In 4 days, Tower transformed the 100-year-old stump into an 8-foot Sasquatch.
Sasquatch has always been personally important to me as a spiritual creature and a totem animal, and it's indigenous to the Pacific Northwest, so it just seemed appropriate. It's just been a positive thing to bring people into our very unique neighborhood.
Neighbors agree.
It's a fantastic town, and these kind of things just make it even better. We need more of this in the community.
If I had $1 for every car that has stopped and gotten out and taken a picture, I could retire early.
Gronfeld says the unconventional art connects the community.
It's here for everyone to enjoy.
Gronfeld lovingly called the fir Big John and named her new Sasquatch Juanita in its memory. Reporting for KVAL News, I'm Lisa Nico.
We have a health alert tonight. Residents in a North Eugene area are worried about a deadly disease claiming the lives of cats.
Well, KVAL's Lisa Nico went out to the Santa Clara neighborhood today to learn more about the problem. Lisa, what'd you find out?
Janet Norrie and her daughter, Kate Reese, believe it's the distemper virus that's killing feral cats in the Irving Road, Donegal Street area. And they say neglectful owners who don't fix and vaccinate their cats and who abandon their animals are to blame.
You take your child to another neighborhood and just push it out of the car.
And this neighborhood seems to be like a magnet. Like, I don't know, maybe on Yelp. Where do I drop my cat? Yelp, right here.
Reese and Norrie have already watched one cat abandoned in their neighborhood die.
And the person that lives there picked up the dead body and disposed of it.
They're hoping his brother, another feral cat, might somehow survive the highly contagious disease.
He's looking a hell of a lot better than he did yesterday.
Oh, and the day before, I really thought he was going to go.
It's a hard life out there.
Veterinarian Dr. Gail Schroeder says she hasn't seen many recent cases of feline distemper in the area, but the viral infection can spread rapidly between cats.
From grooming each other and sharing food and water dishes and toilet areas.
Reese recognizes the symptoms right outside her door.
He's over there shaking his head and just acting weird. Bloody sputum in its nose, and its eyes were hardly open, and they're really gooey, gooky looking.
They succumb very quickly to it, and unfortunately a lot of them will die from it.
Now the two women are trying to keep their own cats healthy.
Because they know once it starts in an area, it's in the dirt, it's in the grass. You can't get rid of it.
Even if you can think of when you were a little kid and you were sick, would you want to be outdoors in the cold and nobody feeding you?
While watching the disease slowly consume another life.
It does attack their nervous system.
Yeah.
And that must be really painful. It must just make it want to die.
As a cat lover, it really breaks my heart.
There is something you can do to help stop the spread of this deadly disease. If you notice a feral cat problem in your Lane County neighborhood, contact Green Hill Humane Society for free help and information. And remember to schedule a vaccine for your own pet and get it spayed or neutered. Reporting for KVAL News, I'm Lisa Nico.
Around Oregon now, a Bend man is looking to reunite a lost camera with its owner. KVAL's Lisa Nico has been trying to help track down the photographer. And Lisa, what do we know so far?
Katie, the people photographing photographed in these pictures seem to be very outdoorsy, climbing, hiking, even just hanging with family. This lost camera documents it all. Backyard barbecues, mountain climbing, hiking the Obsidian Trail, lounging by the Willamette. Memories, moments frozen in time, gone in a flash. The man who found the camera is from Bend. He wouldn't let me record the phone call, but says the camera looks something like this. It's a Sony CyberShot with over 650 pictures on it from all around Oregon. The finder believes this man is the owner. He says the man took dozens of selfies with the camera, which is why he thinks the camera belongs to him. The man says he found the camera around Thanksgiving 2014 in the parking lot of Manly's Tavern near Crescent Lake. He took the camera home, left it on a shelf, and forgot about it. Until last weekend, reinvigorated, the Good Samaritan is turning to news outlets and social media to reunite the lost memories with the people who shared them. Well, this story might just have a happy ending after all. Just a few minutes ago, we got a lead on who this man might be, but I'm still trying to get into contact with the camera owner or any of his friends in those pictures. I'll give you an update, though, later tonight on KVAL News at 6. Reporting for KVAL News, I'm Lisa Nico.
But as KVAL's Lisa Nico reports, we're now learning more about the camera and its owner and who that may be. Lisa?
Katie, according to the man who found the camera, most of the 650 pictures on the memory card were taken in and around the Eugene area. But that's not where it was found. The Good Samaritan says he found the Sony CyberShot in the parking lot of Manly's Tavern that's near Crescent Lake. He says pictures show the man and his companions exploring all over Oregon, including Bend, Willamette Pass, Hayward Field, and even Mount Pisgah. We posted the pictures on our Facebook page earlier today. Steve Andreessen recognized the man as someone he's known since high school, Kevin Clark, otherwise known as Moose. Now comes the hard part, tracking him down.
The reason he found a camera is because he doesn't have a cell phone. He never has had a cell phone. We're talking about how he's frugal and stuff like that. Yeah, frugal on steroids. And to the point that's kind of it's funny actually.
Andreessen describes Moose as a philanthropist, a valuable member of the community who loves helping veterans and exploring the outdoors. I've reached out to Moose today, and I'm still waiting to make contact with him. Be sure to follow me on Twitter for any updates. Reporting for KVAL News, I'm Lisa Nico.